Hello everyone. For yesterday, for the 4th standard SST, we were started our second chapter. The chapter name is Empires in India. Empires in India means in the ancient period, what were the empires were there? What are their names? Which is the densities ruled over the India? Okay, who came after whom? Okay, these we are going to learn about this chapter. Yesterday we have learned that ancient period there is a Maurya Empire. Okay. In ancient period, Maurya Empire. Okay, in that there is a Chandragupta, Bindusara, and Ashoka. This is we have learnt about yesterday that in the ancient period, Maurya Empire was the most powerful kingdom in our India, and in that first is the Chandragupta Maurya who ruled over the country. After his Bindusara, his son was there. Then after Bindusara, Ashoka was the king of the India. Okay. This is about the ancient period. Now, if we talk about the medieval period. Okay, if we talk about medieval period established after the first battle of Panipat. I mean, after the Panipat battle was there, after this Mughal Empire has been settled or empire that dynasty. First was Babur. Okay, first was Babur, second was Humayun, third is Akbar, then Jahangir, Shah Jahan, and Aurangzeb. Okay, you can see that this is the brownish, this is the yellowish part is given. This is the empire of Ashoka. Okay, that you can imagine that Ashoka's empire was almost the whole part of the country. Okay, whole part of the country it was comprises. Okay, so today we are going to have about knowing more about the Maurya Empire. Okay. Okay, today we are going to have about the Maurya Empire. In the previous chapter, you have read the Magad was ruled by the many powerful dynasties. One of the most powerful dynasty was Maurya dynasty, and Chandragupta Maurya was the first Maurya king. Means in the Maurya Empire, first was the Chandragupta Maurya was the first Maurya king, and with the help of advisor Kautilya, or we also known as the Chanakya, Chandragupta Maurya established his rule over the whole North India. The Maurya Empire belonged to the ancient period that we have learned. Okay, now period of Indian history, the capital of empire was the Patliputra. Now Patna in the present day capital of Bihar. Means if we know that the capital of empire means this Magad Empire, the capital was Patliputra. Okay, and nowadays it is Patna. Ashoka the Great. Okay, Ashoka was the very greatest ruler of Maurya dynasty. So we are going to know about more about the Ashoka. Okay, Ashoka was the grandson of Chandragupta Maurya. He extended the Maurya rule over a large part of Indian subcontinent. Okay, means he extended this Maurya empire to the other part of the country also. Okay, to make his kingdom stronger and bigger, Ashoka fought many wars. Okay, Ashoka fought many wars so that he can establish this Maurya dynasty or this empire in a bigger way and in a stronger way. Okay. Then after seeing the bloodshed, means as we know that wars are where is the ultimate reason or solution or result of this wars are bloodshed, means many lives lost on this wars. So after seeing this bloodshed caused by the war against Kalinga, Ashoka vowed to never fight wars. Means after seeing this bloodshed, Ashoka decided that he won't be now fight any war against of anybody. He became a follower of Buddha and devoted his life towards improving the life of people. Means what is his main aim to, means he saw that there is no result or there is no profit in the war, so he decided that I will not fight now, no any kind of fight I will not do it. And thereafter he became a follower of Buddha. Okay. And he devote his life to betterment of the people, or whatever he can do as a good human being, he was doing that. Okay. He was doing for the people. Ashoka communicated with his people directly by carving instruction on the rock and pillars and got them erected in different parts of his empire for the people to follow. Means as we know that the people were writing on the leaves, people were writing on the stone also. Okay. So in that Ashoka was communicated with their people on carving of the stone and put it in the different parts of country. Okay, and the people were reading that and they were following. These instructions are known as the edicts of Ashoka. An emblem of India has been taken from the lion capital of Ashoka at Sarnath. This was also originally placed on the top of the edict. Means this is also that this emblem in Indian emblem is there, which is also taken from the Ashoka, the Sarnath, and which is also known as the Ashoka's edict. Okay. So today we have learnt about the Ashoka. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.